What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here, and today, yes, another versus video. I reached out to you guys on Twitter and on Instagram on which two players I should be pitting against each other, and this time around, we've got two awesome ones. But before we get into the video, if you enjoy this content, sports card versus video content, make sure to smash that like, give it a big old like, punch it, slap it, whatever you gotta do. Just make sure that YouTube knows this is valued content. Also, if you're new here and enjoy the content, I am coming out with sports and sports card related content almost every single day here on YouTube. So if you enjoy it, of course, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell icon, because I know you'll not want to miss many of my videos because they're all like this, sports cards. And if you dig this one, I'm sure you'll like more of them. Last time I did Fernando Tatis Jr. versus Ronald Acuna Jr. Again, this is just a fun way for me to express who I would kind of like to pick up as of right now in terms of the relation of their cards, their team, how they're going to do this season. So who I think would be a better pickup today. So today's video, though, is going to be Cody Bellinger versus Juan Soto. We are going to be looking at one of each of their cards and which one I would personally pick up. Now, if you don't quite have the money or the budget to get these cards, you could probably move them to other cards. And I'm really talking about the players here, which player I believe in more as of right now in terms of who's at the better price. So with all that out of the way, let's get into this video. First up, I want to show off both players before we really get into the meat and potatoes of both players' cards. So first up, I want to talk about Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger, of course, he's on the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are absolutely destroying the ball and their opponents right now. They have the best record in baseball at 32-14 and well on their way to making a deep postseason run. With that in mind, though, Cody Bellinger graduated high school from Arizona. He's only 25 years old, guys, super duper young. Already has an MVP under his belt. He was a Rookie of the Year back in 2017. He's got 2 All-Star appearances, a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was the NLCS MVP just a few years ago. Cody Bellinger, though, this season has been struggling at the dish. His batting average is not pretty, only .212. He does, however, have 10 home runs, but his OPS is just .709. So overall, Cody Bellinger has been slow out of the gate, and we're at the halfway point of the season, so he's definitely not had a really big pop that a lot of people, some people thought he was going to be the MVP. Not just the case so far this year. That's Cody Bellinger. Now I want to talk about Juan Soto. Some people may call him Juan Goto, but he is a left fielder. He is only 21 years old, which is mind-blowing to think of that he's so young. He was born in the Dominican Republic, and he currently plays for the defending World Series champions, the Washington Nationals. Now, of course, the Nationals aren't playing so hot right now this season. This year, they are a meager 17-28, and honestly, he's really the only player on the team that is playing well at all. Mashing 11 bombs, 358 average, and his OPS is 1.228. Jeez, that's impressive. All right, so now that we know both players and how they're kind of doing this year, let's get into these players' cards. The first one I want to talk about is the 2017 Cody Bellinger Topps Update PSA 10 US 50. This card has been pretty volatile recently, but has had a spike very, very early in the season, really before the season was really underway, maybe the first week. But let's head on over to Card Ladder, and I will show you his prices and kind of his graph and see how he's been doing. All right, guys, now on over to Card Ladder. As you can see, we have the 2017 Topps Update Cody Bellinger swinging PSA 10. Again, guys, if these prices are out of your budget, feel free to just look at the raw card prices too. They run pretty similarly to the PSA 10s in terms of percentages. So whenever a PSA 10 goes up, the raw price will tend to follow. But let's take a look. 3-month average here. We have way back in June 15th, this card was selling for $230. Come up on July 24th. This is when the spike happened, guys. July 26th, it sold for $462. And remember, guys, we started late in the season, but this spike happened right at the very beginning of the year. And I think it was built on hype. Everybody was super excited about the Dodgers, saw what happened, because if you remember, Mookie Betts' price spiked right before this, and it got up to like $500, maybe even $600 in some cases. So you saw this huge spike, and ever since we've seen it cool off here. Most recently on September 4th, you could have got it for $200 even. Now, since it has started to regain some of its price, the most recent price, according to Card Ladder, was on 9/11/2020, and that price was for $282.50. Very volatile, in between $200 and $280. I would say that's volatile. $80 difference is pretty volatile. It's a lot of cheddar. So that's kind of what the price has been doing on Cody Bellinger here over the last couple of months. All right, so now that we've taken a look at Cody Bellinger, let's swing back on over to Card Ladder and take a look at Juan Soto. All right, so the Juan Soto, again, that I'm going to be looking at is a 2018 Topps Update. Juan Soto, PSA 10 batting. This is the nice one of him in that I mean, this is a beautiful looking card, guys. With that navy and that red helmet. Again, we're going to be looking at the 3-month trend line, and as you can see, let's take a look. June 14th, it sold for $116. You can buy them for about $116, $130, and then right here on $294.13 on the 18th of August, and ever since then, it has been slowly sliding back down. Again, guys, he's been having a monster year. He is extremely young, though, in comparison. But he is already a World Series winner. One thing that, at least at the moment, Cody Bellinger is not. The most recent sale, according to Card Ladder, was on September 12th for $225. So we see this nice spike, and this spike was in the middle of the season. Okay, unlike the spike for Bellinger, the spike was in the middle of the season based off of how he was playing, not based off of hype. Before we get a final determination, let's take a look at these graphs right next to each other. All right, so here is the graphs right next to each other, side by side. We got Cody Bellinger, Juan Soto, both PSA 10s. The red is going to be Bellinger. The blue is going to be Soto. They have had very similar trajectories the last couple of weeks and months. Right here on the 12th, and then right there on the 11th for Bellinger. Right here, they kind of started to make a crossover, but as you can see, guys, this was right at the very beginning of the year when Cody Bellinger's card popped off upwards close to almost $500. And that's why right now, if I'm looking at this data, I'm seeing the hype and the excitement of Cody Bellinger before he was even doing anything. okay, before he had even really started to play well. Because again, beginning of the year, guys, he wasn't playing well at all. He was hitting like below the Mendoza line. So because of that, you got to take in consideration too the teams in which these two are playing for, at least for right now. What's the better buy right now? That's the point of this video. I think right now, the Dodgers are set up to make a deep playoff run. Obviously, the Nationals cannot say the same. So because of that, I personally believe that Cody Bellinger is going to be the better buy right now. So Cody Bellinger, PSA 10, US 50, wins today's versus video. And again, long-term, future holdings, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be the better buy. But I personally believe that if you can get your Cody Bellinger right between that 220 to 260 range, it's going to set you up potentially for even a quick flip come playoff times. Can you imagine what these prices are going to do if he hits a huge home run in the postseason, a huge walk-off shot in the NLCS or potentially in the World Series? He's already had a great postseason showing just a few years ago. So he's definitely able to do it again. He's got the pedigree. And personally, I believe in him just because we already saw the spike due to what amounts to nothing. It was because of hype, because people were getting scared. Oh my gosh, these cards prices are going crazy, so let me go ahead and get a Cody Bellinger before they go nuts. And they've definitely come down to earth. Again, I think both of these players, both of these cards even, you can't go wrong with. So either way you're going, you're putting money into Bellinger, you're putting money into Soto. I don't think you can go wrong because both are young, powerful players that have bright futures. But as of right now, I do believe that Cody Bellinger is the better buy because his price is due for another spike, as long as the sports card market stays as hot as I believe it will this year. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new here, made it this far, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, join the team, get in that comment section. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I love hearing from you guys. We just eclipsed 3,000 subscribers that video. I'm gonna have a live stream. I'm having a giveaway. Go check out this video right up here. I will be announcing the winner of that giveaway from that video and from the 3,000 subscribers very soon in a live stream. I appreciate you all. Join the Discord if you haven't yet. There's an awesome community for sports card connoisseurs such as yourself. I appreciate you. And until next time, keep cracking packs, keep collecting, and I will see you all in the next one.